Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the physical Trunks LR and getting a pretty good idea of just how good he is at 55% in DBZ Dokkan Battle. Now the big thing is obviously Trunks is really quite impressive. I think overall he's a really solid unit that I think does a great job. A lot of people don't seem to like his kit. I can understand to some degree why, but for me, I think personally he operates at a pretty high level and is very similar in design to Beast Gohan. So it seems like essentially he functions very similarly to Beast Gohan, and I think at the end of the day that's more than fine. Now in terms of Trunks himself, obviously really solid unit, really strong, has a very good kind of baseline additional in this passive, has obviously very solid foundations with a very interesting standby skill. So to take a look at him, he has time travelers category. I think overall that's decent. One thing I will say is a shame it does not include future Gohan. So like it's very weird because Future Gohan includes Trunks on his passive, but Trunks does not include Future Gohan, and that's a little bit of a hindrance to Trunks because they're both actually pretty good together. Now Trunks himself, key +3, an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack for 4 turns. Key +3, HP attack and defense of 150%, additional 100% attack when performing a super, key +1 and defense of 10% with each attack performed. Remember, this defense is multiplicative with his baseline passive, so it improves him a lot. And he reduces damage received by 10% within the same turn with each super attack performed. An additional attack of 100% and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack as a second or third attacker in a turn. And he launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle, which is pretty big. Golden Warrior, Royal Lineage, 2%, Dismal Future, prepared for battle and fierce battle, give him a pretty rounded out set of skills. And his standby mode can be activated from the 5th turn from the start of turn, pretty unconditionally. He raises attack on his 12 key and raises defense while greatly raising attack for 1 turn on his 18 key. Now in terms of his standby mode, he has a pretty interesting standby mode. Essentially for 1 turn he gains huge levels of defense, 50% damage reduction, chance to guard, well guaranteed guard, a guaranteed additional super attack, an additional 150% attack when performing a super attack, and just changes orbs and basically becomes an all-round nightmare. So really good stuff with that standby mode. Then with every single attack that your allies do during the standby mode, which also includes active skills by the way, which is very interesting, you will gain a charge, and that charge will contribute to a final attack that you can do with Trunks, which can do quite significant damage. So really good stuff. Now at 55%, Trunks gains defense at a pretty decent clip. We're looking at him starting around the 260k mark, but he very quickly can get himself up to the 350s, the 400s, and eventually when fully maxed out, he can actually be close to the 600k and over the 600k mark with support. And considering Future Saga has some of the best supporting cast members in the game right now, it's very easy to run that level of support with him. Now what are his caveats? Well, the big caveats with him are those great chance to supers and those high chance to supers. The big thing with Trunks is you want to build him full critical. You want to build him full critical to try and benefit from the fact that he's going to do multiple super attacks. However, if he does not fire any of his additional super attacks, he does not gain damage reduction. Remember, he only gets damage reduction on super attacks performed, not on attacks performed. And this is limiting to Trunks in the slightest manner. There is the very poor situation where Trunks can only do 1 super, and then all of a sudden Trunks is not very strong defensively. However, this is for me a misnomer. The worst case scenarios of Trunks also cancel out with his best case scenarios. His best case scenarios are a unit that can do 10 million, 6 million, 6 million, and 6 million attack stats, whilst also having 50% guard and 50% damage reduction and guard in the same turn with 400k defense. which is what I'm showing you right now. And that's the thing. You have to always cancel out the good with the bad. I think Trunks' highest heights meet his lowest lows at a respectable point. The big thing with Trunks, though, that I feel gets a lot of people worked up is the animations for the final slash, and I do agree that I don't think they are as good as they could be. I think overall his animations are decent, especially his intro animation I think is actually done really, really well. But I think the final slash move, the actual standby finishing move, is not as good as could be. I don't think the 18 key is as big a problem as people make it out to be. You can see here Trunks doing a very good job, very similar to Vegito in build. I think Vegeta and Trunks and Future Gohan and Zamasu mirror each other a lot in builds, and I think people find the similar issues that they have with Vegito in Trunks. It's that inconsistency. It's that ability to have those moments where the unit looks weak. But for me, I do understand people say, well, Red Zone starts out very strong, Red Zone starts out very hard, Trunks is going to struggle. I don't know many units that struggle with 400k defense and 20% damage reduction in their first turn, because that is what Trunks has after he supers. He's not going to be great as a first slot unit. He does not have guard for his first turn like a lot of units, so there is that little bit of limitations. There is that aspect that you have to factor in. But for me, I think overall he's a great unit. I really don't think there's enough to warrant saying he's not good. I just think overall he's really, really, really solid. I love him. I think he's great. He's perfect. He shares 6 links with the Super Saiyan Trunks and Vegeta unit, who's my favorite first slot unit. So they share perfect linkage, pretty much. They are in an absolute perfect situation, and they look great together. And you can see here, just showing you how the active skill increased his charge, which was pretty cool. For me, Trunks, awesome. I love this unit. I think he's great. I think he's designed well. I think people who are looking at him in his worst case scenario, it is what it is. I think people always take worst case scenarios sometimes for some units and only best case scenarios for other units. It's fine for me. I think he's great, and I think he looks fantastic. So talking about links, being a super unit, the gain from links is incredibly small. When we look at priority links, link leveling is not always a big thing for super units. However, talking about mandatory links, he's got a good link set. Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power basically cover him from head to toe for a multitude of situations. Prepared for Battle is a great key link that's pretty common across Hybrid Saiyans and Pure Saiyans. Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, of course, super common. Super Saiyan, very common. And then he's got Dismal Future, which covers him for a lot of the future units. And then, of course, you also have Golden Warrior, which is maybe a bit less common, but still really good. Lots of great Super Saiyan units have it. And then Royal Lineage, which kind of covers him on that Vegeta's family team. Overall, he's going to link great from future Gohans to older Gohans to Gokus that are Super Saiyan to Vegetas that are Super Saiyan. This guy, he's going to range between 3 to 5 links with them. His best linking partner, I believe, is the Int Trunks and Vegeta. I believe they are the best unit for him to link to. They share Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So they have a very solid link set. He shares 5 links with Future Gohan as well, which is also very good, as they make a pretty fun pairing. And obviously they have good synergy together. So overall, honestly, lots of great linking partners. The Tech Transforming Trunks is also a great linking partner for him. He shares 6 links with him, just avoiding Legendary Power, but gaining with him, obviously, that pretty solid link set of Golden Warrior. So I would definitely say between him and Trunks and Vegeta, Strength, Future Gohan, you have enough to really keep going on. I don't think you need to worry about too much else after that. And we'll just have to see, obviously, how he does. But I think there's plenty of great units there. I do think Int, Trunks, and Vegeta are the best one, though, as they're outright a first slot tank. Future Gohan's also a really solid choice. But that's basically going to be it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care, stay safe, and always see you next time. Bye.